in America these days, unfortunately, we have a lot of mass killings and gun violence, and people feel it's traumatic, and people feel very emotional and want to blame the guns for this violence. However, we need to look at ourselves and the criminals that do these unjust murders, and we need to keep our community safer. And stricter gun control is not advancing us towards this. Advocates believe assault weapon bans will stop crimes. An assault weapon is a semi-automatic or automatic rifle mainly used in the military. People want to ban these because they are violent guns and want to look for an answer when these traumatic mass shootings happens. However, we do not need to look at the assault weapons because they are not used in a lot of gun violence. According to the New York Times, the big scary military rifles, like these assault weapons, are only used in a small amount of the 11,000 Americans killed by guns each year. It's the small handguns and pistols that do the most damage. People also are more likely to die in other accidents. According to the FBI, more than 1,600 people each year are killed by knives. And in 2012, only 322 people were killed by rifles. According to criminologist James Allen Fox, an average of 100 victims killed each year in mass shootings over the past 3 decades. That number is less than 1% of gun homicides. These gun homicides are happening from handguns and smaller guns, and the assault rifles are not what we need to look at. Other accidents are more important for people to look at. Gun manufacturing also helps the community a lot, and we do not need gun control to tear our economy down. According to the ibisworld.com, the United States generates over $17 billion in gun revenue per year and provides over 50,000 jobs. If you look at my screen down here, I've shown that over the past years, gun manufacturing has gone up. In 2016, over 10 million guns were manufactured, pistols being the most, and the rates are going to go up exponentially over the years. And this creates a lot of revenue for the economy, and we do not need to stop this. So the solution to all this is reaching out to people and law enforcement. Crime control is our #1 motive. According to the New York Times crime prevention director, David M. Kennedy, more than 20 years of research have gone into the Justice Department, and they have found that more police enforcement in high-risk areas and high-risk communities is more important than targeting guns themselves and reducing gun violence. If we set up police force and security in these high-risk areas, then we can decrease gun violence in our communities. We can also strengthen our morals about guns and people. According to Justin Haskins, town hall enthusiast, says, Americans need to embrace gun ownership. We need to reach out to the community and tell people that these are objects to not be messed with. We need to enforce safety of these and spread it around the community. Also, a crime victimization survey showed that there are more than 67,000 cases in the United States where people have used their guns in self-defense for property rights or people invading their household. This protects our Second Amendment rights, which keeps people happy with the right to bear arms, and also keeps people safe with a gun by their side. So if we take in all these solutions into account and reach out to the communities, it keeps the innocent people safe. And if we put more police in the high-risk areas, like gang activity areas, we will keep the innocent people and the communities safe. As you see, I have another chart down here that shows from 1990 to 2010. A computer system was used to pinpoint the high-risk areas in communities, and it shows that the violence rates and the violence crimes and the property crimes have gone down over the years by this. Gun sales, once we've made the areas safe, gun sales can be maintained, and that revenue for our economy can be maintained too. I know gun violence and these mass shootings sparks a lot of emotion amongst people. However, I plead to y'all to go out in the communities and promote gun safety. Put police enforcement and more security in high-risk areas like schools, and promote physical and mental health. That's very important to decreasing gun violence for everyone in the community.